Absolutely. It will be a pleasure.
Wonderful. Welcome back to another episode. I'm Tanju, your host, and I'm so excited because we have with us today someone who truly redefined resilience, passion, and leadership in the culinary world. From humble beginnings in Karachi, washing dishes in hotel kitchens, to becoming Pakistan's only certified master chef. Today, he leads one of the Houston's premier hotel kitchens, and along the way collected over 70 medals, mentored countless chefs, and proven that no dream is too big to stay consistent. Jeff, it's an honor to have you here on the call. Before we dive into your incredible achievements, take us back. How do you personally describe your journey of leadership?
First of all, thank you very much. It's absolute honor and likewise here too to be a part of this podcast. And thank you very much for your time as well. Um, I believe every human have to do something in his life. We need to find something like we need to find sometime you find a passion in you and on the earlier stage, and that's what happened to me, right? So I was thinking to do something after my metric educations, and I was thinking like to start somewhere which has to be a passion and profession in a same street, which in the middle of somewhere. You do not have to think or to change it like after 5 or 6 years of study, and then you come back and you say, no, I wanted to do that, and by mistake I choose this field. So for me, I decided first, let's say which kind of field it should match what your style is, what your passion is. And that's what I found, actually, the hospitality industry. My passion was the hospitality industry. I believe and I love in serving. I want to serve people. So the hotel, I believe, is the best place to not only, I will say, the luxury service. Even if you will talk about the basic foundational service, hotel is the place where people, they come, they spend time, they are expecting a great hospitality. So I thought, okay, let's join a hotel. And then I start as a dishwasher. Then after I became a waiter, which was a waiter of the restaurant. Then I used to take as a waiter the caterings and all. But then I decided, I think the food is something which connect people globally. Food change the emotions. Food is something which which will take you from nowhere to everywhere. And food is now actually not only in the hotel, but food market. I will say the food industry is growing industry. In the end of the day, if you don't want to do a job anywhere, you can do your own business, and wherever you want it is free field in all over the world. You can even start your small amount of business from your home. So I thought the food is something which inspiring and which will keep inspired to the millions of people, right? Or to the billions of people. Is a part of every single human table. Is a discussion of every morning, is a discussion of every evening, is a discussion of every single party. So I thought, and then from there I started as a kitchen apprenticeship, which is 2 years. And then after I start to find like, and then when I became a chef, and then when I wear this white jacket, and then let's say now it's 22 years now, and then it's all about food. Is all about finding the best of the best. It's all about studying. It's all about delivering the best service. It's all about how to make people happy, how to cook the good food, how to travel and all. So it's all about surrounding somewhere. The hospitality industry is always surrounding somewhere, which is about food, which is about hotel. And this is what is all started from there.
Wow, that's beautiful. And I know your mother's encouragement has been a guiding light throughout. What's the one piece of her wisdom that still rings in your ears nowadays, even when you're leading huge teams?
Yeah, because what she was actually, as you said it, like every single mother has something great to give to their child, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I learned from her also. And she said it like, you do not have to make a lot of noise. If your work is great, your work will make noise by itself. So let your work to speak rather than you say what you are. And that's what I learned. So for me, is finding an excellence and working quietly and working on the mission and working on the project and working, I'll say, on the recipe on the project is always the key. Is always the great factor which I believe like can take you somewhere. rather than you, because nowadays it's all about, it's all about technology, it's about social media, it's all about a lot of things and showing off as well. So I want to use this all platform as in a positive directions. I want to make something done, something great once it's done and all this part, and then you go and then you make what you have to make it.
Yes, that's wonderful. And I'm very interested because your story, about your story, is how deeply family has shaped you, from the family's butcher shop to the catering business, and of course your mother's guidance, as you just shared with our readers here. These weren't just circumstances; they became your compass. So let's talk more about your career breakthroughs and your experience from washing dishes to leading luxury hotel kitchens and as you mentioned, across 11 countries. That's a leap very few people can achieve. What I love about your journey is that every step, no matter how small, became a building block for you. So was there a moment or a turning point when you thought, yes, I belong to the global stage?
So what I believe every single human being have a something special in his or her. The God gave everyone something in special. What we need to do, we need to find who we are, what we are, and what we can do. And that's what, if you will find it on earlier stage, it will be better for everyone career, right? So
Mm.
that's what I was trying. Like, if you are in the field, and that's going to be the bread and butter of your family. So what do you need to do? You need to make sure you go in deep, you go in details, you understand every single aspect of the field, and you make sure you are going to be a benefits for the industry. You are going to help the industry. You cannot do if you are not in details, if you are not studying the path, if you are not studying what basically is a requirement of the modern era, or I will say the AI in the food industry or in the hospitality industry. So for me, what I believe that on the earlier stage, I was thinking like, if this is what you're going to do with your whole life, so in the earlier stage, in the earlier year, what you need to do, you need to do a study. You need
Mm.
to understand how you can be a better chef, how can be you can be a better person in the hospitality industry, who can help you, from where you can get a sources, like every single source of communication, rather you say it Facebook, you say Instagram, you say YouTube, you say books, whatever the things. And I was getting a lot of inspirations, I was getting a lot of ideas. And that's what I believe. And for me, what I believe, like, if you believe you are the best, technically have everyone should feel this, he's the best. Every single human being is being crafted with a different style, and that's what the God gave us as a gift also. Now I was thinking, if I have to do something better or something great, then what I have to do, I need to push the boundaries from the beginning, and I need to take an every single second is the second of learning, is a second of understanding and believing, and to make sure is making it happen. And that's what the idea was. And in this, I was studying, I was traveling in a country to country. I was very curious about the competitions, learning the best of the best competition style, working with some of the great chefs, some of the Michelin star chef, and understanding them, like how in future these people or this industry or these top persons will change the hospitality industry, or especially the food style. And I learned that part. Absolutely, I'm learning it every single day, but I learn and I got that point on the earlier stage. So I was working in Karachi, Mercure, and one of the French chef, he saw me and he said, uh, he told me, you can do something in the industry, and I believe you should travel with me in the UAE.
Mm.
And I was the quiet guy. I was the hardworking guy and the honest guy, and believing in future, hoping in future for the
Right.
best. But I have nothing, nothing called intentions to go anywhere. And I was just working. And he's the one who founded something in me. He said, just come with me. And then he took me in the UAE, and then my journey started from there. And that's what I said it earlier also in the beginning. If you believe your work can make noise, then you need to focus on your work. You need to make sure your work every day is getting progressed by leaps and bounds, and you're working for a bit of details on every day to make it tomorrow better. And that's what I was doing it. And he took me from there. Then I came to UAE. From UAE, I was doing in a competition. There was a time I was the best chef in UAE. There was a time I was the best chef in Middle East and Africa, and I represent the region in Malaysia. And then I travel with them in Germany. I travel with them in Luxembourg, in Singapore, in Malaysia, in Uzbekistan, you name the country. And I was traveling and cooking. was traveling and cooking. The purpose of traveling and cooking is to learning from the best people, from the best in the industry. And that's what I believe. Like there is no another way you can do it, or by educations or by learning from the expert in the field. And that's what the philosophy I was getting in me.
Yeah.
And that's what I was learning. Or the one on the top element I want to add it, like respect. If someone is better, someone is did it, someone already accomplished, you need to understand and respect the process of these guys. They did it, and you should try to follow them. And that's what I was trying. Then I came in UAE and I work in some of the top hotels in UAE, the St. Regis, the Luxury Collections by Marriott, the Westin and Lee Meridian, and these are the top brands. And I learned what the bespoke service, what the best address in town, how you can deliver the best of the best service, and what the emotional connections are. And these hotels really shaped my life. This hotel really explained me who you are and how you can bring the best of the best impact in the market or in the industry for the new generation, and also for our guests. That's what our main purpose are, to serving them the best of the best hospitality. And then from there, I was working on all this part. And then I did several competitions in UAE. Then from there, someone told me there is a called O1 visa in America. If you are an extraordinary, you will apply for the O1 visa. And then I applied from UAE. I went, and then that's the great opportunity. I will say the United States, as I say, is the best. They have a lot of good stuff. They have a lot of opportunities for people around the world. And then they have a certain kind of visa strategy, the categories which everyone can fall in there. And that's what I tried from Dubai. And then I came on O1 visa, which is called an extraordinary visa. And then now I'm working in the Houston, which is very nice, very diverse city, which is great city and the largest city, I'll say that. And then it is called the Blossom Hotel, is a part of the Crescent Hotels and the Hospitality Management Company. There are a lot of hotels by Marriott Hotels, Hilton Hotels, and Hyatt and different hotels, and it's a great property. So for me, what I learn and what I understand, like anyone can make it, and everywhere can make it, or anywhere can make it.
Right.
Is a matter of understanding. Is a matter of how you want to do it. Sometimes is a bit late, sometimes is an earlier. For some people, the life is a bit easy. So some people, they found it's difficult. But I believe that God gave an opportunity in this world to make it happen for everybody. And that's what I was searching, and that's what I was trying to do that.
Yes, wonderful. You already touched on the questions that I was about to ask you on your cultural journey. Chef, you lived and worked in 11 countries and traveled to lots and lots of countries with different cultures, diverse ones. But despite all of that global exposure, I know you're very deeply rooted in homes. So what's your go-to comfort food that always brings you back to Karachi?
So technically, Karachi, I'll say, is the connections of emotions. Karachi is the place where you've grown up, right? And it doesn't matter what your city is. I'm not even talking about country. It doesn't matter what your city. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, your heart is always there, because it's about family, it's about culture, it's about traditions, it's about every single breath you took it there, right? It's about everything you've been a part of it. And also the main purpose is also again and again to go back in Karachi and travel is to help young chefs, to explain a lot of chefs, to doing a lot of lectures in the classes, to helping the young chef and making sure they also understand on the earlier stage how to make it, when to make it, and where to make it. And for me, that's what I believe is someone, as always I say in all the podcasts, like someone in the world changed my life. And that came with a big, huge responsibility. The responsibility is, it's my responsibility to change at least someone. If I can change of 100 of life and millions of life is much better, is even great, but at least to change someone's life. And for that, I need to do some, I need to do some work. I need to cross a little bit of boundaries, to go and travel and to talk to them and explain them. And it will be better. What I want, like the chef from Karachi or from Pakistan, when they travel in any of the country, in any of the city, they should be ready in an earlier stage. rather than they come and then they start to learn, which they will spend 2 or 3 years to understand what tax system is, what hospitality is, which type of guest is, what environment, which kind of menu, what sustainability is, all the informations, right? How you handle the country, how, because when you travel from your country to another country, technically you are ambassador. You are representing thousands and millions of people, your culture, your city, your traditions, your parents. You have a big, huge responsibility on your shoulder. So you need to make sure every single step, it should be a step of perfection, or it should be a step of prestige, which you want to show like who you are. And that's what I'm trying. I'm helping not only the chef in Karachi, also in another country. We travel and we try to help, and that's what that's what the whole purpose is. The purpose is to becoming a helping hand, and whatever the knowledge I have, whatever the experience I got in 2021 years in the hospitality industry, is to make sure to pass it on to others. It is make sure to give an answers to a lot of young chefs. The questions they have sometimes is very difficult for them. It's a very simple questions, it's very simple of understanding, but they takes months and months because the sources are not available, or it's not very easy for them to understand. So I want to be on each door, very easy in access, and to make sure we communicate each other.
Yes, wonderful. What drives your passion to mentor others? I'm very curious. And even when you've achieved so much yourself, what drives you to give back, to pay it forward to the society?
But what I believe, let's say I've talked about the chef, let's say I talk about the hospitality industry.
Yeah.
I believe every single one who join any of the field should reach to the maximum. And now by doing this, it will not only help his country and economy and his family or his passion, he will bring a lot of things together. Now, is not only about by himself or herself, like become a global star or become, the cover page or the storyteller. Now, it's about once you believe you really made an impact in the industry, in the country, on the people, the inner satisfaction, the people feel very happy. And I want to be somewhere from them. Like I want to be in a happy with my satisfaction from inner side. Like I want to make sure like I did impact, which I can see it, I can feel it, and really people, they are getting by this somewhere, which was very difficult before the social media, which were very difficult by all the technology or AI. Now it is a time for when every single thing is an easy access. Why not? If I can do, and I have an experience and I have a lot of answers of a lot of questions to the students, why I should not try? I should always try. And that's what I'm trying. Like, and also I always feel happy when I see someone work with me and someone ask me something and I advise them. And then I saw they are somewhere. They are part of magazines, they are part of podcasts, they are part of the good brands, they are part of some of the biggest company, they are executive chef, they are F&B, or they are growing, and they are they are doing a lot of good stuff. They are helping the economy, they are helping the industry. So I always feel happy when I come to know like someone who was a part of me or I was a part of him, and then he is really doing something great somewhere, any corner of the world. It's a great feelings. I always get these feelings, and I always get inspirations by these feelings and keep moving forward. And that's what my whole idea is. Till the last day on the planet, I should try my best to help someone to achieve whatever they want if I can help.
Amazing. I totally echo that. I think great leadership lies in enabling others to achieve what they want, and not just by doing the works ourselves, but also, witnessing their growth, the multiplier effect that our own leaders has on them. That's a very powerful journey, Jeff. So on the flip side, I'm sure not every story ended in victory. Can you please share us a setback that, while painful at the time, also ended up being a powerful teacher for you in your leadership journey?
Absolutely. Like there was, I think that's what I believe. Like I'm always very happy to talk about my failure, because that's what the real motivation and what I believe. Like, so if someone wants to be in a successful in any of the field, they should study more of failure rather than more of success, because failure has a lot of stories to tell you, which you can avoid it or you can learn a lot of things from it. So for me, there was a several moments like I wanted to be a part of airline. I wanted to be a part of the in-flight chef. And there was a 6 and 7 interview with one of the airline. I did it and then I was failed. But then there was a time when of the airline came and then I tried for the in-flight chef and then they made an offer letter and then I did a medical and everything. And then after I decided not to go. So, like, sometimes this is what I understand. This is what I believe. Not every single thing you get at the time you want it. Sometimes you want something which you get disappointed and you feel, but doesn't matter. The life keep moving, right? So what you should do if you didn't get what you wanted, then you should keep trying something which you can get it.
Yes.
And after you can come back, maybe that time something was you were looking for, and then that time is available for you, and that time you don't want it. So there is no value for it. So for me, the life should keep moving, right? And nothing. And if you get in a failure, I got rejections from a lot of hotels. I got rejections from a lot of airlines, but and also like every single thing when I get a rejections from something, I'm not the guy who listen out of motivational speeches. I try to bring the motivations in me, in my life, in my philosophy. I try to learn and understand by me. So
Yeah.
when I get failed by something, when I got something with the disappointed and all this part, so I take a moment and I try to understand the whole situation, and I understand like where the things went wrong and where it could be better. And I 100% try to blame myself. Like if something left, it means something should be done more on that, which you can do it. If it was not a 2008 or 2009, it can be a 2011 or 2013, or it can be a 2016. Like I applied a visa for USA, a visit visa of 2015, and then I got rejected. And then I say, no problem. But then in 2018, they gave me an extraordinary visa for America, and then I came here. So you need to keep believing. You need to keep believing, and you need to keep pushing for your purpose if you really want it.
Yeah.
And you will get it. Maybe you will get in a better shape. You will looking for some like an ordinary way, but God wanted to give you in an extraordinary way by pushing in a more boundary and giving you more power and giving you a strategy of understanding. Then you can deliver a better in the future with a better result. And that's what I believe in. I was trying for the best chef in UAE, and then it took me 6 years.
Yeah.
In
Wow.
2000, I start from 2009 and 10, and every year I go, and then they give me some good feedback. They give me a 1 gold medal, 1 silver medal, and then I come back. And then I go another years, and then they give me 1 brown, silver, gold medal, and I come back. I was achieving in a gold medal almost in each year, but I was not achieving the best chef in Dubai or best chef in Middle East. And I decided at that arena in 2009, if I will not win the biggest title in the arena, I will not leave it or give up. And it was a 2016, and I got the best chef. It took me 6 years. But every year when I was coming back, I was getting the feedback of the judges very positively. I was writing down my notes and I was working on it, and I was going back at Anita and I say, okay, this is my year and this is my year. And it was 2016, and I was the best chef in Middle East. And in 2017, I was the best chef in Middle East and Africa. So sometimes is the message to the young chef, is the message to a lot of people who will listen this podcast in future. Again, I say the same thing. Do not get decided if you do not get the time you want it. It takes some time for you to get it what you wanted, maybe in a better shape. Be ready, prepare yourself, and make it happen. And then you will feel more happy even with the previous one.
Right. What I love most about your story is that it's not just about food, it's about impact. You said your purpose goes beyond cooking. It's about growth, empowering others, and leaving a legacy. Chef, your mantra has always been stay consistent, stay curious, and stay humble. If there's one message you want every listener to carry forward from your journey, what would it be?
Like for me, what I want, like every single human being on the planet deserve a chance. We should not be a very judgmental. We should not be a very judgmental on the earlier stage to decide he can or he can't, or she can or she can't. So for me, what I want from the leaders, like a lot of leaders in the world, sometimes people, they come with the extra ability. They come with the extra talent they have. And sometimes people, they require a little bit of more focus, a little bit of more understanding, a little bit of more teaching, a little bit of more coaching. And we always should lift those people because they can really become a great leader. They can really become a good inspirations in the world. So every single human being deserve a chance to do something. And then if we are leader or we are on the leadership, we always should consider every single human to be and become a better person. And that's what my message is.
Wonderful. Chef Raees, this has been a very powerful conversation. What stands out most to me is not just your incredible list of accolades and accomplishments, but the humility, discipline, and the humanity behind it all. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us today. It's been very inspiring. And to our listeners out there, may Chef Raees' journeys remind us all that greatness comes from consistency, courage, and never forgetting where we come from. Chef, it's been an honor. Thank you so much for taking the time to share your wonderful journey with us today.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure. It was
Wonderful.
a pleasure.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Bye.
Yes. Bye-bye.